Hi, I have some good news to share with you concerning our church and our worship gatherings. So on May 3rd, we are going to be opening up our doors for visitors and members to come and worship here at Faith Presbyterian Church. Our governor, Brian Kemp, is allowing hair salons and bowling alleys and movie theaters to be open, and he's also allowing places of worship to be open and worship and gathered worship, as long as we stick to the safe distancing guidelines that have been handed down to us from the federal government and also from the state government. So in order to do this, we want to do this in a very wise way. We want to do this in a very gracious way. So what we're going to do is we're going to offer two worship services on May 3rd, one in the morning and one in the evening. The morning worship service will be from 11 to noon-ish. Okay. The evening worship service will be from 6:30 to 7:30-ish. And the reason why we're doing this is to allow for the congregation to be spread out a little bit. We didn't want to offer one worship service on Sunday morning and have a whole bunch of people in the building at once. We want to be able to protect our church members, but also be able to gather for worship. And so we're going to offer those two separate worship services to allow some breathing space for the congregation. Also, to further allow for breathing space among the congregation, is that we're asking that if your last name begins with A through H, then you come to the Sunday morning worship service at 11 o'clock. If your last name begins with I through Z, then you come to the Sunday evening worship service at 6:30. Now, you may be thinking, well, Jason, my last name begins with S, and I really can't come to the Sunday night service, but I'd like to come to the Sunday morning worship service. Well, I'm not going to be standing at the doors Sunday morning with a clipboard in my hand, policing people who are coming in. And if your last name begins with S, I'm going to make you go home. That's not going to happen. You can come in. All right. This is just our way of allowing you to feel safe as you worship here at Faith Presbyterian Church. So we're going to have an 11 o'clock service. We're going to have a 6:30 p.m. evening service. And if your last name begins with A through H, you come to the morning service. If your last name begins with I through Z, then you come to the evening service. We will not have children's church, and we will probably not have the nursery. Though we're trying to work that out, and maybe next Tuesday or next Thursday or next Monday or next Thursday I can update you on that. But for right now, it's just going to be for gathered worship. Now, if you are elderly and you feel unsafe to be here to worship, then please stay at home. We're going to still record the worship services, and they'll still be online. They won't be up by 11 o'clock, of course. They'll more than likely be up by 1 or 1:30 in the afternoon on Sunday, but they'll still be online, and you can still watch and participate in the worship service in those recordings. If you are at risk, if you're one of those who have some health problems, and that puts you at high risk for contracting the coronavirus and it being detrimental to your health and even fatal to you, then we ask that you stay home. All right. And so if we have 20 people here Sunday morning, if we have 100 people here Sunday morning, that's great. But regardless, I just want to let you know that we're going to be opening the doors May 3rd for a Monday morning service at 11 o'clock, a Sunday evening service at 6:30. Last names A through H come to Sunday morning. Last names I through Z come to Sunday evening, and we're going to give that a go. We're going to try the same thing on May 10th, but we're going to switch it. All right, A through H will come on Sunday night, May 10th, and then I through Z will come on Sunday morning, May 10th, just to give some folks the opportunity to come to either or on those two Sundays. Now, you may be asking, what about May 17th? We don't know yet. We're going to give these two Sundays a go. We're going to ease back into those waters, if you will, and see how it goes. But in the meantime, please be in prayer. If you have any questions, be sure to call me on my cell phone, 724-732-2533. Give me a call, text me, email me. If you have any questions about this, I'd be more than happy to answer those if I can. But we are praying for you, and we pray that the Lord continues to bless you, and I hope to see you on May 3rd. God bless.